And what I had to learn was getting present and understanding it allowed me the space to go, wait, but if that worked for over here, why can't it work here? Right? And oh my God, I didn't snap this time. I caught it back here. What did I do different this time? Right? So I had to break it down step by step, the good, the bad, the ugly, and say, not judge myself. Observe it like I was witnessing an incident. Right? Write it down, step back. And I had to go back and I had to reprocess and I had to check, oh, it worked that time too. Oh, it worked that time too. And now I'm celebrating. I'm literally no one else gonna pat you on the back. Oh, I did good. I really did good. I'm so proud of myself, and it was just those the little happy dances, when you did something right and you feel good about it. Instead of getting to that space where you're always punishing yourself or trying to compare yourself to somebody else, nothing is ever good enough when you're breathing. Inherently, you're good enough. You're worthy. And even if you're at the worst, most broken down part in your life, you're worthy. And if you're broken down that far down and things are going on, you got to remember that that's that much of a power story you have to tell. And when you figure out the struggles, and it takes time, when you don't have people to do that for you, it's very, that abandonment becomes real, and the self-worth, and it goes so far downhill. But if you come up to something like this, or you get this video and it just pops into your thing, and it tells you you are worthy, and it tells you something beautiful, and it tells you a grounded action step that you can do to maybe just show up for yourself today, affirm your greatness, speak your beauty into the world. It starts popping up, and then those people that needed that so desperately in that moment, it's going to start hitting to them. So it's slow now, but I know what's going to happen, and I trust it. I'm building the structure now, so when people desperately need it, it's already there and they can find it, and it's free. It's not going to cost them a penny. They may have to put up with the ums and the and the distractions, but at the end of the day, the knowledge is real, and it's repeatable. So it doesn't matter what your situation is. It doesn't matter what's going on. It's giving you the tools. And as long as you have a tool belt full of ways that you can celebrate yourself, ways that you can check yourself, be accountable, give yourself grace, because the one thing people don't seem to understand is healing takes what it takes, when it takes, how long it takes, and you can't control that. But what you can control is how you perceive it, and finding the people around you that align, right? Being genuine is most important. Yeah, you do a good job. Thank you so much. I try really hard, and I found this struggle, and sometimes I still get choked up. So I'm an empath, which is many of us are. If you're trauma informed at all in any way, shape, or form, you've been through trauma. You're an empath, which means you feel the energy around you. You can notice things shift in a breath, right? Like you understand it, and it's unfortunately it's a trauma response. But it is a gift that's been made from that trauma response. So when you learn to use it and not take in that energy, and the whole thing is when people project and they can be frustrated, have their own stuff going on, they don't do it on purpose. Maybe some people do, but for like 99.9% of people aren't projecting that stuff onto you. But that doesn't mean you don't feel it, right? So learning how to process that and understand that, oh, that's not mine. I know that's not mine. I feel great. Why I feel shaky all of a sudden? Because you're sitting beside somebody on the bus and you can see they're agitated. You start to see and understand and know how to process it. Anastasia, welcome, welcome. Our lives, our daily journey, no doubt, one day at a time. That's all we do. How are you, Anastasia? Welcome, welcome. So this part of the stage is the alchemy emotion part of it. So if you take the information, the fire and flow, and then you take the grace, and then you take the accountability, the proper next step. This is the alchemy of motion, where we're not stopping, getting stuck. We're not pausing anymore. We're just pausing. We're taking a breath. We're understanding, processing, because we're learning how to put it all together, to understand how to do it, what makes sense, what tools to use. And believe it or not, I'm going to give you my most favorite one. I talk about it a lot. I cut from my last one and posted a video of it yesterday. So Me enjoying my gratitude. Oh, I love that you're enjoying it. I'm so glad about that. Um, Someday I hope that my content makes me boku bucks and I can give my tea away for free to everybody with the rituals and my guided journals and all kinds of stuff on my website. Um, I would much rather give it to people, give with love. But unfortunately, until then, I have to find a way to support my family. So, finding that balance, as much as I want to always give, I also have to support me and my daughter. So, one thing at a time. Yes, I love it so much. I'm glad you love it. It's my, that gratitude tea saved my life. It allowed my nervous system to become regulated. It was cathartic. It allowed the chaos of the world to leave my brain for the moments while I was chopping. And I had purpose because those fruits were battered, bruised. They weren't the perfect whatever it was supposed to be. Um, but they were washed and clean and cared for with love. And in the chopping, I got to tell myself day in and day out, you matter. Just because you have some bumps and bruises doesn't mean you're any less uh, worthy. You have value, and I would tell that. I speak that into my teas and my fruits. And when I was doing that, I was lifting my own self up. So when I tell you the love and intention that went into those teas, um, they're there, and there's such a story, just like the building of my website. Everything I had to do by myself, with zero help except my chat GPT, which is what I'm talking about here a little bit. If you use chat GPT and if you um, are ever doing those things, just remember that it's meant to take in what you're saying. And what I do a lot of times, um, or your voice recorder. I don't know if that makes sense, but like your Google Notes or whatever, it will record your voice. So when you're trying to process and understand something, or you're feeling those emotions getting overwhelming, the immediate thing to do, instead of trying to write it down, because your brain will fight your hand, and as much as you want to try and get it down, it's racing. And a lot of times that's the survival mode kicking in, not understanding how to calm the storm. In that moment, just spew it out. Don't worry about writing just yet. Just spew it out. Say everything you got to say, record it, and then go back and read it.